CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 29 of Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Last time, we obtained the remaining collectibles in the Sanctuary Fortress and Agon Wastes. Now, without further ado, let's go and do the same for Torvus Bog. So anyways, let's get going. First things first, we're going to head to the meditation vista with that one floating platform that's been taunting us. Okay. Okay, come on. Okay, so anyways, let's get going on down. Okay, let's head on down. Enough wasting time with just collecting. Okay. Torvus Grove, Meditation Vista, Torvus Plaza, there we go. Okay, so we're going to take a left. Okay. Okay, let's get out of here. Sorry if I don't have much to say, it's just that basically we're just collecting, you know? Having fun with it. Yeah, plot development. We finally don't have to worry about that. Just having to deal with just Dark Pirate Commandos getting our way in. Okay, and final energy tank in the game. Okay, where is my one sheet? 2, 3. Okay, yep. And with that, we're all done with the energy tanks. All 14 collected. Redemption arc! 2 out of 3 missed, but hey, we made that first one. We made that first shot. Okay, so let's head to the Under Temple and basically get the last 2 missiles. Okay, where is it? Where's the door? Yeah, right over here. Okay, let's go on down. Okay. Okay, which one should we head to? Either or will work. Let's go into the first room. Okay. let's duck over here. And actually turn on our Dark Beam. Okay. Sorry, just trying to look around. Yes, right there. Okay, my bad. Okay, anyways, we are now in Transit Tunnel South. So, okay, now we just have to do a Morph Ball puzzle. Oh, right. We actually have to go down here. And then do this. Okay, there we go. There we are. Okay, Transit Tunnel South, done. Okay, now let's head over to the Under Temple. Actually, wait, where's the dungeon out of curiosity? The crypt. Sacrificial chamber. Okay, so it's that one that we just went through. Okay, no worries, we can just head back there. Thankfully, all these areas go in a circle. So we can go back to the training chamber, then we can basically just loop around there, head to the catacombs, and there we are. Okay. Light beam. Not dealing with that again. Screw you, Blues. We're out of here. And to think, I came in here with a good opinion of Blues. I guess I must have blocked out the dark Blues from my mind. Repressed those horrid thoughts. Just like how I'm probably going to one day suppress the thoughts of just the World Library from Okage. Okay, let's head up here. And for our next guy, for our next key, this one's relatively straightforward. All you need to do is just dive into the water. And there should be a passageway. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Oh wait, this is a new thing. Rogue Sentry Mechanoid. Indestructible but irritated by bright light. Target can be hurt out of place by exposing to light. Watch drones were built by the Luminoth to guard key areas and hinder Ing armies. Most of these units have betrayed their masters and now serve the Ing. Watch drones are indestructible and reluctant to move, but can be forced into quitting their posts by exposing them to bright pure light. Once the light fades, the Mechanoid will return to its original resting state. Okay. And here we are. Torvus Bog, first sky key. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, thank you. Okay, where's that next one? Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you for the push. Okay, so anyways, let's head to the undersection of the temple. And to think that we're almost done with this section. Yeah, then all that's left is to head back to the temple grounds, where basically, which is arguably our least explored area of the bunch. But we should be able to knock it out without too much difficulty. Okay, just want to make sure. Gotta love these little fish guys. I wonder if basically blasting the portal with basically both light and dark, it causes a unique effect. Oh well, let's just get going. Under temple access. Okay, where is it? Where's the portal? Ah, yes, right here. Okay, so anyways, for our final missile, all we need to do is fail and get hit by Huntering. There. You tried my hand, Huntering. Tried my hand. What's wrong with me right now? Come on. Oh, that was cruel. We get right to the top, and then just Samus wants to just take a step down. I wanted to do it again! Okay, and with that, our 50th and final missile. You got all the power-ups. You get all the endings. Congratulations. Okay. Ah, yes, right here. Okay, I'm gonna try to do it again. I'm gonna try to chuck it. Okay. This is for the Grand Derby Championship. I lost the Grand Derby Championship. Okay, so let's get down here. Nope, nothing new. Yeah, hit it with a mix of light and dark energy. You just transferred to the Umos dimension. Just everyone's in fear, and Umos just looms like some giants, just as some giant ethereal being of both light and dark. Yeah, but all that remains now is just getting the last couple of items, just the last few sky keys. Ah, there it is. I love how basically these fish can just replenish your entire ammo supply with that like it's nothing. Okay, so anyways, with that all said and done, we have no more business in the Under Temple. So without further ado, let's make our way towards the entrance of Torvus Bog, because that's where we'll find our final sky key for the area. Okay. Okay, though we're actually going to need to use the Meditation Vista's warp gate, so that way we can reach the Poisoned Bog. We can reach basically the, as it stated, yep, Poisoned Bog. Okay, just want to make sure that we aren't missing anything. Okay. Okay, Venomous Pond, Poisoned Bog. Okay, Portal Chamber, Venomous Pond, Dark Torvus Temple Axis. Okay, I'm very sorry about this. Okay, Poison Bog, Cache A. Okay, Gloom Vista. We head over there. Okay. There we go. Technically, we could have gotten this right when we were in the neighborhood, but hey, no issue, no foul. Okay. That's not it. That's not it either. Okay. To our left. But moments like this just feel so liberating, where you're able to just get a whole slew of collectibles. Just one by one they fall. Okay. Yep, knew they were eventually going to come. Okay, where are you? Hopefully this should be the last time that we have to face these goobers. Okay, we just gotta make our way up to the door. Okay, yeah, I'm just debating about what entrance I should be taking to get out of here, because on the one hand, I think that it would be good to just use the temple, but then on the other hand, yeah, actually, it would be best to use the temple. Just head back to the light temple, and then head to the great temple, and then from there, we just zip on over. Okay. Okay, that's not where we want to head off to. We want to head on down here. Okay. Thank you. Okay, for the poisoned bog, all we have to do for this one is simply just dive into the water. And with that, everything in Torvus Bog has been collected. Just 3 Sky Temple keys to go, and we'll be pretty much done. Okay, so anyways, let's head over to the Great Bridge, the Dark Forgotten Bridge. Okay. And say goodbye to Dark Torvus Bog. Because, well, we're not coming back here. You know, I feel kind of sentimental at moments like this, where where we spent so much time in Dark Torvus Bog. You know, it really is odd how you can grow sentimental with some locations, but not others, you know? Okay. Okay, yeah, we just need to get to the Torvus Grove. Okay. Wait a minute. How long has that portal been there? But then again, Wait, we could have been accessing that portal the entire time! Here I've been going the long way for a good chunk of these portals. Okay, well, anyways, let's get out of here. Okay. Okay, went to the wrong area. I'm going with this. It may be the long way, but darn it, I got mixed up. I thought I was going for the swamp. I was going for the main entrance of Torvus Bog, only to find out that basically I'm going in the wrong direction, that I wanted to go to the temple. Heck, for that matter, we're pretty much done with Light Aether if you think about it. Because once we step into that portal in in the temple grounds, we're pretty much just going to be spending the rest of the game in Dark Aether. Which is really wild, you know? Okay, but anyway, say goodbye to Torvus. Okay. And with that, let's get out of here. Great temple time. You want to feel a blast of flavor in mouth? Light suit! And then Samus. And then Umos. Hello, Samus. Boom, just rusty shotgun to the back of the head. Bold of you, Umos, to just not show your attention. Just Umos is so unconcerned about us, basically. He's so indifferent. Because he knows Samus can't kill him. He knows that Samus is completely powerless against him. Umos could easily just crush Samus's head like a grapefruit. Okay, yep. Temple. Okay, Axis B. Axis A, yep. Yeah, but it's gonna be kind of sad just leaving Light Aether behind as a whole, or rather regular Aether. Yeah, I could easily imagine the Ing just referring to their Aether as just standard Aether, and then basically just, this is Light Aether. Okay, but anyways. First one. Okay. Okay, it's not the... Okay, it's the phase on sight. Wait. Yep, phase on sight. Oh no, you don't. Okay. Let's get over here. Kind of weird that they have this little nook here. It's not like you're able to get around. Yeah, but kinda like how the Luminoth, they just felt, you know what Dark Aether needs? It needs houseplants. Okay. Let's just see where we're going. Okay. Just jump up here. Okay, let's try that again. Round 2. Oh, come on. I just want to walk around. I just want to walk and grab some stuff. Okay, Reliquy. Okay, which one is this? Okay, this is a little embarrassing. We are going to be going back to Light Aether. Okay, so let's get going. Okay. I'm kind of a little embarrassed because my notes actually are actually wrong on this location. Okay. Thank goodness those Ingstorm can't get us now. Yeah, but if you tried to rush that to get to that one key, you would not last. You would not last. The Ingstorm would ensure that. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay. I know that we have 2 more keys left. I think it's the one that I listed as being at the Phazon site. Even though I think the Phazon site is actually in Agon Wastes. So I think I may have just done that as a typo. I think I may have gotten it mixed up because you have to go through a big Phazon area in order to reach it. Okay. Where is that area located? Okay, Temple Assembly Site. Okay, and where are we currently located? Okay, if we just keep going, if we go to the door to the right, we should be able to reach it. Okay. And let's get here. And go that one portal that we entered very briefly back when we first got back from Agon Wastes. And actually just thoroughly explore that section of Dark Aether. Okay. Okay. Lake access. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to also go to that other section of Dark Aether. Near the abandoned base. Every section of the temple grounds is getting access. Which is kind of fitting. Okay, but anyways, the accursed lake, there we go. There we go. Accursed Lake. 2 keys to go. Okay, 1 key to go. Yeah, even though you could technically get this one relatively early, all you need is the Seeker Beam, and you can grab this one. But still, it's a lot easier just going, getting all the Sky Temple keys in one fell swoop. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, just want to make sure. Okay, lake access, accursed lake, plane of dark worship, or equilibrium grounds. Okay. So anyways, what we'll do is we'll take the elevator, and then we'll head over to, the Ing. We'll basically head back to C, and then basically from there we'll be able to get the final key. Hopefully we'll get the final key. then make our way over to the Sky Temple. Yeah, but you know, it would be kind of funny, though, if the Emperor Ing, despite being the leader of the Ing, basically he was completely out of touch with what was going on. And basically you go up to the Sky Temple, and he gives you a plea similar to Umos, where he's like, oh, you gotta help us! Someone's stealing our energy! Okay, so anyways, let's get going. Yeah, no, that or Samus, she just enters the room and basically no one's there, but then Umos arrives. And just like, so you finally discovered it. Slow clap. I always knew that it would end like this. Well, goodbye. Okay, so anyways, let's go to that portal. Thankfully, these ones don't close off the door. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, we're looking for a room called the Defiled Shrine. At least that's what my notes are saying. Okay, is that the Defiled Shrine? No, that's the abandoned base. Okay, War Ritual Grounds. Okay, let's go over here. Okay, Shrine Axis. Okay, here we go. And here. Okay, I think that we went over this already. Basically just the Ing version of those Sentry Eyes that we saw earlier. Okay, so anyways, I believe that this is where we're going to want to go first. Okay, Defiled Shrine. And the final temple key has been acquired. And guess where we're right near? That's right, the Sky Temple. All according to plan. So, okay. Okay. Now you may be wondering why 9 Sky Temple keys and not 10? Well, the reason, you You come over here, and you discover that one of them actually made it here already. Soon I shall pass to final rest. My key is in place, though my spiritual link to the others. I know where their bodies lie. I shall leave this knowledge, that their last locations in the light world can be known. May this knowledge lead our warriors to the Sky Temple keys, hidden in the creatures invisible to naked eyes. The time draws near. Hear the words of Akul, she they call champion of Aether. Know that my warriors fought and died with uncommon valor. Do not look unkindly upon their failure, for they died to save us all. And then Umos, just 5 minutes later. Okay, they all failed us, so screw them. Spit on their graves. Spit on their graves. Haktu, Haktu. Loyal sisters, he no longer breathes, looking down at the great bridge of a holy fortress. Basically, you need to find the corpses of the other Luminoths. Well, this is where you discover them. And then from there, you get the hint from the Luminoth, like, hey, this is where, in the Dark World, you'll find my key. Okay, and with that said, I think that now would be a good time to end things off. Excuse me, sorry about that. Anyways, I think that now would be a good time to end things off. I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the next one. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want. With that, I'll see you next time. Bye.